Okay, so today, we're gonna put on our detective hats and solve a mystery that's happening right inside our own bodies. It's a pretty cool story, actually. It's got good guys, bad guys, and a secret clue that was found in a very surprising place.
So let me just kick things off with a question for you. What if a secret, one that's been hiding in the peels of oranges and lemons, could actually play a role in supporting your heart health? I know, it sounds like something out of a mystery novel, but it's at the very heart of the case we're cracking today.
You know, every good detective story needs a villain, right? Or at the very least, a character that we really need to understand a bit better. In our body story, one of the key players we're always keeping an eye on is something people often call bad cholesterol. So think of LDL cholesterol kind of like a delivery crew for your body. Its main job is to transport cholesterol to all the places it's needed. But here's the catch. If this crew gets a little, well, lousy and starts dropping off way too much of its cargo in our arteries, that's when it can cause some trouble. And that's exactly why keeping this delivery crew working the right way is so important for our heart health. All right, so we've identified our main person of interest, LDL. Now this is where our investigation takes a really interesting turn. Just when we think we've got the scene figured out, a surprising clue pops up from a place you would probably never expect.
And here it is. The name of our mysterious clue is D-Limonene. Now, I know it might sound like something cooked up in a science lab, but its origins are way more natural than you'd think. And you've definitely smelt it before.
That's right. D-Limonene is the compound that gives oranges, lemons, and limes that absolutely amazing, fresh scent. It's found right there in the peel. The secret clue was literally hiding in our fruit bowl this whole time.
Okay, so to really understand how this citrusy clue works, we've got to go undercover. We're going deep inside the body's main cholesterol production center, the liver. And for this investigation, let's just call it the cholesterol factory.
So once we're inside the factory, our detective work starts to uncover a couple of potential issues. First, there's what we'll call an Overactive Manager, which is a protein called LXR Beta, and it can push production way too high. And second, the assembly line, which is controlled by an enzyme called HMG-CoA Reductase, might just be running way too fast. These two things together can throw the whole factory totally out of balance.
So how does our D-Limonene detective get to work here? Well, early research is suggesting it takes this really cool two-pronged approach. First, it seems to help calm down that overactive manager. And second, it might help slow down that super-fast assembly line.
Let's break down that first clue, shall we? The manager, this LXR beta protein, basically helps control how our body deals with fats. When it gets too active, it's like it's yelling at the factory to produce way too much. What preliminary research suggests is that D-Limonene might be able to step in and kind of tell the manager to chill out, helping create a more balanced environment in the factory.
And now for the second piece of the puzzle, the assembly line. The main on-off switch for this whole production line is an enzyme called HMG-CoA Reductase. It really is the key controller. Some studies are indicating that D-Limonene might help turn that switch down just a notch, reducing its activity. So, by slowing down the assembly line, it could help the body produce cholesterol at a healthier, more balanced rate.
Wow. So our detective work has taken us all the way from a simple citrus peel deep into the inner workings of the liver. We've followed the clues, we've seen how it all might work, but, you know, like any good detective, we have to file a final report with some very important notes.
Okay, this is probably the most crucial point of this entire investigation, so listen up. It is absolutely essential to understand that while this early research is fascinating, D-Limonene is not an FDA-approved treatment for high LDL cholesterol. This is an area of ongoing scientific exploration, not established medical advice.
So before you ever think about adding a new supplement like D-Limonene to your routine, your first step, your only first step, has to be talking to a healthcare professional. They are the lead investigator for your personal health. They're the ones who can look at all the evidence and help you make the absolute best decision for you.
And that just about wraps up our investigation. But it really leaves you with a fascinating thought, doesn't it? If a clue to our body's inner workings can be found in a simple orange peel, what other incredible secrets are just waiting to be discovered in the foods we eat every single day? It's a great reminder that the world of science is always full of mystery. Thanks for joining the investigation.